Hello, hello. I thought maybe if I started a little bit before 8, it would give more notice to some of those that aren't getting notified that we're here. I don't know. I can never quite figure out how Facebook does it. But I'm here. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. It was perfect fall weather here in Vermont. It was the kind that they write up in the magazines. It was gorgeous. The colors are starting to turn with sunshine and dry and just so pretty. Hey, Susan. Really, really pretty. And I feel like every day we wake up and it's more golden. It's crazy. This morning it was like sunrise, but there was no sun. The sun came, but it was just that it's so golden. I can't even really. I know. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Hey, Trisha, welcome. I posted a little bit on the blog last night. I'm going to start a special series starting on Thursday, and we'll go through the month of October about different ideas about how to make your holiday cards handmade this year. So you don't have to, who's got time to go to the store because you can't really go shopping like you did, and we need to be safe. So I'm going to show you how all the details, and I have this great handout. Well, I think it's great. It sounds really humble. I have a handout that's going to help you figure out what you need. We will have it on Thursday. We are good, Trisha. Yes, I am in Southern Vermont. Hey, Mary Lou. Haven't seen you in a bit. Hope things are good. So tonight, this was a card inspired a couple of years ago by a fellow demonstrator who displayed something similar, and I kind of used that and went from there. But it's kind of a cool little card, and I thought we would do that tonight. It's not. It is a Christmassy one. Actually, it's more wintry one. We're using Warm and Toasty. So it could be winter, but you could use this card. In fact, I wasn't going to even stamp it. You could use this design with anything, but I love Warm and Toasty. It's a really fun one. All right, so let's get started. This is our card, and watch this. Ta-da! It stays attached. You slide it back down, right? This is something that would normally confuse me. These kind of cards that do something. So let's figure out how to make this. It's really not hard at all. The instructions will be on the blog, so you don't need to worry about it. This is what you're going to, I'll have the picture of the card here. I just didn't put it in yet. I just wanted all the measurements to be here, but I will make it look, the one that's going to be on the blog will have a little bit more detail, so you'll be able to do it. But these are what you're going to cut. So I try to keep the cutting things together, because if, like me, your cutting brain is different than your stamping and creative brain. And I think that might come from my Cricut days, but I feel like I need to measure, and I can't be creative with all the measuring. I know. The New Hampshire girls are knocking it out of the park. In fact, I used Shannon's Facebook post yesterday on the blog. Thanks, Shannon. You guys are doing great. Those of you that don't follow us regularly, Shannon and Lana's the mom, Shannon's the daughter, and there's another sister, Estelle, and these guys get together and create cards, I swear, every weekend. It's incredible. And then they share them with us. Hey, Janie. So many great cards. All right, first things first, you're going to start with an 8.5 by 5.5. Let's do this one. And you're going to score it at 2 and 6. All right, so that's easy. So we're going to score it 2. Make sure that you use the scoring blade, not the cutting blade. And 6. All right. Then you're going to fold it. And you can use tear and tape. Hey, Teresa. Or you can also use, remember we have Seal and Seal Plus. Seal Plus is more like tear and tape. It's more like, it's a much stronger adhesive. So it would work for this. So I'm going to take the bigger flap, the one that's a little bit bigger, and I'm going to just run it right down the edge, right along the edge. Okay. And then I'm going to fold it over. So now I made kind of a little sleeve, right? Looks like those apple pie sleeves from McDonald's. Yeah, sort of. Okay. Next thing you're going to need is the 1.5 punch. And you're going to slide this in just a little. And what's nice about this is you can get the middle by eyeballing how much is on either side. Make sure it's in the middle. And you don't want to go way down. You just want to go about 1/4 of the way down on your punch. All right? And punch. Okay? So that's going to let you, that's how you're going to get so that you can grab your little bow. Right here, you're going to cut this little thing. Now, this, because we don't have an itty-bitty hole punch, see this hole punch? This is on that tri-corner one. I'm going to punch this on the back. All right? So you slide this down in. It's about as far as it can go. Oh, those of you that are coming to my fall online retreat next week, this coming weekend, not next weekend, you might be getting your goodies. I see Deborah got hers. And you might have seen me post today, don't open it. I didn't have it down as far as I wanted, but it'll be okay. The reason I say that is, and I posted a picture of it, they are in a plastic Stampin' Up! Bag inside. I don't want to say what they're inside, but they're in there. When you pull that out, don't open the plastic thing, even though you might be tempted. There's other things too, but the plastic thing, the plastic bag, it's the big one. They're all layered in there, kind of like pizza, all the different projects. So if you open those and start pulling papers out, you'll be super confused when we go to assemble them on Saturday. So just leave them in there. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. I was really, really worried they wouldn't get to people on time. So I'm glad. Awesome. I was concerned about the mail not getting to where it had to go, so I made sure I had a full week. That's awesome. I'm glad they got to. Probably not my California girls, or Florida, or Texas. You can peep, it's okay. But it's just the order of things. It's not that I don't want you to see them. It's just I don't want you to pull out a couple of sheets and then when you go to, yeah, you'll be really confused. I was going to put a note on it that said do not open till Christmas, but I knew you wouldn't listen to me anyway, so I didn't. Okay, so I digress. Those of you that have no idea what we're talking about, last year at this time, I did an in-person retreat here in Vermont, rented this sweet little Airbnb, and we had, how many came? 6, 7? I know, it was amazing. And then we did online too, so we had both. And of course this year we are all online. I will post something later this week if you would like to just come and use what you have and partake in the classes. I will put that information out so that you could do that. Oh, good. But the goodie bags are all gone. So that's what we're hearing from. I got mine. Those are our goodie bag girls. All right, so there's that. We've done this first one, which is this. Then I need a piece of Designer Series paper 4 by 1 1/4. I am using, this is Cherry Cobbler. Jean, really? Oh my gosh, you guys, I am like blown away. Remember, this is 'Tis the Season 6 by 6, and remember when you look on the back, it will tell you what color papers that you want. So we are using Cherry Cobbler, and I have Shaded Spruce, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. So I'm going to pick some of this, a piece of this Designer Series paper that goes with this one. Oh, I think I like this one. Yep. All right. So let's move you over. More cutting to do. 4 by 1 1/4. So I'm going to cut this at 4. That did not feel like it cut there. 4. Did you tell him you were on your way to Vermont? By 1 1/4. All right, so there's that, right? I need a 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. All right, so here's 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then a Whisper White, which I thought I had here. I do. Right? He wouldn't know what to do. 2 1/2. See, it's a bunch of numbers and halves and quarters, and it just makes it easier if you do all this cutting first. 3 1/2. That's going to go like that. So see, we've got the front. And then we're ready to do the inside, which is our cardstock. And I'm going to go with my shaded spruce so you can see the difference. And this is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. Now, those of you wondering the measurements and you're trying to write this all down, I promise the download will be on my blog. Give me about a half an hour after we're done, and I'll get things up tonight, okay? So that you don't have to memorize this. 3 3/4 by 5. I need another Whisper White. 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And a piece of Designer Series paper. 3 1/4 by 1. Get over there. I broke my thumbnail so far down. I went to grab for something and jammed it. Ugh, I'm still whining. Okay, so there's everything. Now I can put my trimmer away. All right, so there's one more thing I need to do here. This is going on the inside, and this is going on the outside, all right? So let's put this outside together. And this goes right across the middle. Notice that fits nicely. And then this is what we're going to stamp on. So I'm going to stamp my sweet little polar bear. And I used my Memento Tuxedo Black so I could color him in with my Stampin' Blends. Remember, if you're going to use Stampin' Blends, this is the stamp pad that you want to stamp your image with, okay? I'm going to stamp him. Super cute. And the only thing I need to color is his scarf. I don't really need to do a lot. And there's not really a whole lot of wrinkles, so there's not a lot of shading to do. This is the Cherry Cobbler. This is Cherry Cobbler Dark. Remember, Stampin' Blends come in light and dark so that you can do your shading. But honestly, I'm not worried about it right now. I'm just going to get color down on the stripes of my scarf. You'll notice I can't talk and color for some reason, or I mess it up. I'm using the wider end of the blend. And really, this is all you have to color is the stripes. So you could get away with not doing it. You didn't have to. You could leave it just black and white. I am a super matchy-matchy person. My daughter would have colored this with Mango Medley for sure. His hat. You could add some Wink of Stella to this. You could really, really foof this little guy up. Oh, Shannon, you're right, it did. You're right. Well, you know what? My guy's going on the inside too. I didn't look up until then. Yep. So the inside of my card is going to look pretty cool. Or I could just flip it over. Or I'll save him. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you're watching for me. I can't talk and do things at the same time today. All right. Fine. You were right. It's me. I was crazy. Let's try again. I know. I'll find a home for him. All right. Well, so I'm not coloring the next one. Gee whiz. Well, trimmer didn't go too far. Good thing. All right. So what size was that? That is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Glad you were watching me. I could, but then I'd need another one anyway. 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. There. Deborah, that might work. I could do that, and then he would fit, right? Since I didn't do this right. Okay, let me glue this down. I don't want to glue this down. I don't want to. All right. Goodness. Here's my guy. This guy is going on the front. All of you noticed it. I'm the one that was sleeping through it. And I didn't, and I didn't look up either. All right, let me look up. I don't always see the comments. I should watch more closely though, and then I would have saved myself, right? All right, let's try again. I wondered why I had so much space around him. There he is. He's cute. And remember I said you could leave him black and white? That's what's happening. He's going to stay just black and white for now. And he goes right there. I did. All right, so now let's get him stuck on the front. Here he goes. Kind of even that up, get him where he goes. All right, so there's that. Now, where did my ribbon go? Here's my ribbon. So this time I need this piece that's going to go in the back, right? This is the piece, this is this piece. Okay. So down the middle, I need to put a piece of adhesive, and then I'm going to take my ribbon, leave myself a little bit of a tail, and stick my ribbon down. Okay? He really is cute in black and white. Stick my ribbon down. Set that to one side. Now, this is the piece that I messed up. This needs this little strip, and it's going to go right here. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment at the top. Okay. And now this is going to go right here. All right. Then this piece, I'm going to cut a little bit longer. We can trim those down later. And I'm going to make sure that it's on the back of my card. And I'm going to poke it through the hole. Now I'm going to slide my card down in, pull my 2 pieces of ribbon. I'll show you this again. Pull my 2 pieces of ribbon up, right? Bring it around and tie a bow. Now it looks like it's oh so complicated, but it's really not. And what it's doing is it's making sure that this piece of the card stays with it. Okay, so here's how it works. See? Isn't that cool? So here's you're going to write in there and bring it down. All right, it's really not hard. Let's do one that isn't Christmassy. Watch this. Mr. Guy, he's cute, but we'll move him over there. All right, so we're going to do it again, only we're going to do it in different colors. Let's see, what shall we do it in? What do we have over here? I wanted to do something indifferent, but oh my god. Oh, yeah. Let's go with, this is from that heartwarming, let me look at its name again. Oh no, even different, even better. Let's go with this one. I love this one. This is the Snowflake Splendor. Love Snowflake Splendor. All right, I think I have one that's already a piece. I do. Here's some pieces. So we're going to go with that. And a piece of Pacific Point and a piece of Whisper White. Okay? So this is what we need. I know, it's so gorgeous. Okay, first things first, we're going to do the thing that's going to hold our card. So I'm going to use the Pacific Point, and I need a piece that is 5 1/2. The cool thing about this is you could get 2 out of this, or you've got a great card base left over. All right, and I'm going to score it at 2. And 6. And then fold this in, fold this in. So the longer flap gets the adhesive down the edge, and you fold it over, right? And then you need your 1 1/2 inch punch. Slide it in, make sure it's centered. And then this, or if you have a traditional hole punch, you could use that. I grabbed Grace's earlier and used it. It doesn't have to be a fancy punch. This is just the dollar store one, but this will work too. And you bring it in and about there. A little bit down, punch a hole, or you can use this one. Okay, so there's that. That's all the mechanic part of this one. Now let's go back to our instructions. Designer Series paper, we need a 4 by 1 1/4. So right here. 4 by 1 1/4. go there. And then we need, come back, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. 3 3/4, 2 3/4, and then our Whisper White is 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. This is the one that goes on the front. Oh, hey, Jeannie, good to hear. And 3 1/2. That doesn't look right. 2 1/2. I did 3 1/2 that way. 2 1/2. Hey, Daphne, I'll show you on this one. It holds the ribbon. It's a great question. What does the hole in the back do? Let me show you on this. The ribbon goes through it. So what it does is it keeps this, it holds the card in place so you don't lose it, and the card slides back and forth. If you didn't have the hole, it would just come out and then it would fall out the bottom as well. It could go all the way down and come out down here. All right, so the ribbon holds it in place. Great question though. Okay, so now I need a 3 1/2 by 5. 3 3/4, I'm sorry. 3 3/4. But again, don't try and memorize these. I promise they will be there. By 5. So this is the little inside part. This is the part that's going to go up and down. And then I need a 3 1/2 by 4 1/2 of Whisper White. That's going to go right there. I need a 1 by 3 3/4. You could. A gift card would be cool. And that's going to go. I'm going to put this one at the top. I think that would look better there. Did I do that right? I don't think I did. Hold on. I got too excited. Oh, no, I did. 3 3/4. Oh, it's 3 1/4. A gift card would look great. Yep, just tape that right on the inside. So then when you pull it up, if you notice, my papers are really starting to cut kind of raggedy. So this is the cutting blades. They come in a pack of 4. So to change them, you slide it all the way down to the bottom. Move your slider out of the way. Slide this all the way down, and there's a place right here where it can come out. It's sharp still, even though it's not cutting my paper. So we're going to ditch that. And then these come in that little protective thingy, and then you're just going to pop it back in, and there you go. All right, now that I'm all done cutting, now I have a nice sharp blade. All right, I think we're good. We're ready to put our cards together now. So let's bring you over here. Let's see if I can remember it. See how kind of ratty that looks? That's because it needed a new blade. And we need, I wonder what else. Is there another cute one I like better? They're all really cute. I'm going to use my snowman because he's here. He's not a snowman, he's a polar bear. Polar bear, ink the little polar guy up. And stamp. Oh, good, good, good. There he is, looking good. And I'm going to stick that right on here. Oh, he would look really good with his hat and stuff because he's going to kind of blend in. So I could have inked him. I could have added a little cardstock behind him. He's kind of blending in to the background. So this goes right across here. But once I color him in, he'll look awesome. There he is. All right. Now the inside part. This is the tricky part. It's not that hard, but you know, we need to pay attention. So we're going to put this at the top. I knew I cut this wrong. I really did. I cut it twice. It should have been measure. Isn't it measure twice, cut once? Isn't that the deal? I'll just put it on. So if you didn't do it right, grab a scrap, make it go. There's no magic to how big that is. It's just to decorate the top of your card. So I just grabbed a scrap that I had. It's going to look fine and dandy, but I'm not going to put it down yet. I'm going to go right down the middle with my Seal Plus. Then I'm going to take my ribbon, leave a little tail at the top, and stick it down. All right. Now this needs a sentiment. Now, if you wanted to attach you could make a little pocket here to put your gift card in, or you could just put some of that seal on the back and stick it down. It wouldn't go anywhere until they were ready to peel it off. I'm at the end of mine, and that's why it's not happy. Okay, bring this back up around and cut a little, give yourself a little bit to play with, right? So this part's loose in the back, and I'm going to slide it down in, and I'm going to take the back piece, this is the one that's in the back, and poke it through the hole. Bring it around. And now I'm going to tie it on the front. You. And there we go. Right? Super cute. This stamp set is adorable. It really is. And it's got dies that go with it. It's got a great snow hill. You can cut all your guys. It's a great bundle. I love the reindeer. And it's got snowballs. Is that the right one? Really cute. Okay, so there we go. Looked a little funky. It looked like it might be really complicated. It's really not. And not a ton of coloring. So you could do these for great little gifts, right? Alrighty, everybody. Glad you came. I'll see you on Thursday. And we're going to be right here. We're not worrying about Zoom. I had too many of you say that you couldn't find us. And yeah, so we'll be here on Facebook. No worries. So same place, same time. I'll see you on Thursday night. Have a great week.